In part 3, we'll be taking a look at the news pages. So I think the first thing you have to realize is that the old way of doing announcements and news has completely changed. We used to do these extremely boring articles and then PDF them and send them to the whole company on email, right? Now you can publish these awesome news pages which are dynamic and responsive, and you don't have to just add text and images. You can add so much more. So let's create a page together. I've clicked there on plus news, and we're going to create a page together that then allows us to do some really cool stuff. These pages, of course, has a banner at the top, and this banner is also used as your little icon on your front landing page. So when I go and say create or add image, let's have a look and see if there's any of these cool ones. Man, I actually like that one. I'm going to use that. So, and then of course you can drag for the focal point and what you wanted to display on the page. Oh, I really like that. And then of course, we're going to put a new article in here that says awesome news article. And this is also the same as your older announcements, of course. Eventually, we want to stop sending those emails and have people consume this content off their intranet and off their mobile devices, because this, of course, pushes through to the SharePoint mobile app as well. On the left there, you'll see there's a little plus, which is add new section, and there we'll see add new web parts. So normally these pages, I would break up into different sections, okay? Now remember, when you do different sections or zones, the web parts and the content will wrap on the mobile device. So always check that before you launch or publish this news article, because the web parts are going to move in below each other and it might just look silly if it's not planned right. So I'm going to just go for 2 at the moment. And I think the one on the left, I'm going to do, well, the one on the right, I'll do a text web part. Of course, I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to paste lorem ipsum in there. I'm sorry. And then on the left, I'm going to add an image. So there's an image that I can use and there's text that I can use. Now, below this, I can add a zone again and say, no, now I want this to be 3 zones. When people read the news article, I want it to be 2 zones, etc. I'm going to stick to 2 zones for now, and I want to bring in some other things as well. Because remember, this page is not just about text and about images. You can also add other web parts, which is really, really going to bring in a lot of cool stuff. So what I've done is I've opened my little form, Microsoft form that I created for my intranet, and I'm going to be wanting to add that here on the right-hand side, for example. And that, of course, is my Microsoft Forms. And then it's going to open up and say, hey, do you want to create a new form, or is this an existing form? And it's actually an existing form. And then on the left-hand side, I want to add the stream web part. So let's just have a look, and let me go to a stream. In stream, I'm going to grab the URL for one of my channels that I've created for training material. So let's just, I'm just on my other screen busy grabbing the URL there. So on this side, I'm going to go and say, hey, I want to add a stream web part with a cool couple of videos in there. So add video or channel. This is not a single video, but of course you can just add a single video. It's a channel that I'm going to add. I'm going to put the address right in there and say there's going to be videos on this side. And then of course, I can even add some Yammer stuff here. So let's have a look and see where's Yammer. There we go. And then it says type or search. So I can actually just search for the Yammer group that I have access to. And remember, the other people will have to have access from that as well. So there we go, there's Yammer. And I mean, this can just get bigger and bigger. I mean, I can also say, hey guys, see the latest Twitter stuff we've published in the company. I'm going to use Tracy VDS, and then I'm going to publish this page. So how cool is this? This is not your normal little Word document anymore that you're going to save as a PDF and send out to the company. This is a dynamic news article that that'll then get published, and you'll see that it's responsive on mobile as well. So you'll see this come through in a second. And there we go. Text, there's a cool image there. It's got a nice banner at the top. It's busy loading my Microsoft form. So there's the form for people to give feedback. If I scroll down, you'll see there's my Twitter feed as well. And on the left-hand side, I've got Yammer there. And then, of course, I've also got my stream videos that's pulling through. And I could just scroll through and look at videos. And what a cool way. So remember, if I had to send this by email, so there it brings in the synopsis or your first text in your news page as well. So always make sure that the first text web part will be the one that comes through in the news web page. And then also gives a little synopsis plus the little image to it, which is the one that you've used for the banner. So very, very cool idea there. I'm sure you'll love using the news pages.